Ninja Apocalypse. Now that title may sound a tad familiar because they have actually used the same title in a couple of older movies as the kind of the alternative Western title for the kind of video releases and things like that. But this is actually a 2014 brand new movie. Now, what's it like? Have you seen the film The Warriors? Yes? Then you've seen this movie. And that's what it is. It's a pretty much a B-level sci-fi martial art version of The Warriors. If you can have a mix of Warriors with Mortal Kombat and they had a really low budget baby, it's this movie. So basically the plot, in case you haven't seen The Warriors, basically tells a tale of this kind of land in the future. There's been some kind of like apocalyptic event which has caused everyone to sort of turn into ninjas. There seems to be no other people on this planet other than people who are in ninja clans, and they all have these kind of supernatural sort of special moves, powers, that sort of thing. And we're told that there's this kind of outside force massing to try and sort of take over this sort of particular land. And this ninja master, played by, I forget the actor's name, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing it. The guy who plays Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat film is this kind of ninja master, and he's called together all these different kind of warring clans together to try and have this kind of peace talk, to try and sort of, you know, put their forces together so they can defend themselves against this sort of outside threats. That's never really mentioned again, to be quite honest, but, you know, there you go. And during this sort of summit, which is one of the funniest scenes, because there's about 25 people there, that they have this dubbed, like, thousands of people cheering. And the Ninja Master is assassinated, and if you've seen The Warriors, then you know what's going to happen. The lost clan, which is our heroes, get blamed, and their leader Cage is kind of like the prime suspect. And they kind of go on the run, trying to sort of evade the various different sort of ninja clans, all have their kind of their own theme, and it is really just them going from sort of level to level, so to speak, with a kind of a bit of internal strife amongst their own members, with the kind of second in command mainly and things like that. And you know, as well as avoiding these kind of sort of typed ninjas, if you like, these kind of specialist ninjas, there's also loads of these kind of generic, almost stormtrooper-like, just black ninjas that kind of just get thrown at them one after another, and a whole bunch of zombies as well for some kind of random reason. And we're not really told why things are happening. Why do these people have supernatural powers? Why is there kind of this weird planet breaking up in the background in one scene? Why are there zombies? It's just kind of, we just got to accept it. But this is a B-movie film at its, you know, at its kind of like most B-levelness, if that's a word. So it is really lowbrow. This film is lowbrow. So a film called Ninja Apocalypse, let's be honest, you're not expecting Citizen Kane, but this film is cheap even by B-movie standards. The effects themselves are so kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of CGI here, which I don't understand why they kind of had such a reliance on it, especially things like throwing stars. They have CGI throwing stars. I mean, how difficult could it be to sort of, you know, have a scene with someone throwing an actual one, but whatever. And you know, there's like these kind of like flashy sort of lightning powers and things. They don't look too bad, but there's a lot of sort of CGI attachments and blood, and it just looks very, very fake. The acting is just standard B-movie fare. I mean, some are better than the others, to be fair, but the dialogue is just corny and very kind of generic, what you're going to expect. There is a twist ending here, but you see it a mile off. You know, that they have a kind of a vague attempt at misdirection, but to be honest, if you just guess, you can guess the ending. It's very, very easy. Simple plot, just these guys going from one place to another, fighting various different people. The martial arts aren't too bad, to be fair. Relatively well choreographed, and some of the fight scenes are actually quite exciting, but there's nothing sort of spectacular. You're not going to be sort of blown away by sort of anything you're going to see on the screen here. It almost feels like a kids' film, but with lots of kind of blood. So it almost would have been like a kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type film. They had kind of toned down the actual blood and stuff, which maybe would have been a better move, to be quite honest, because it plays, you know, take the blood out of it, it plays like a kid's film. It's so basic, such a kind of just a simplistic plot. And I don't want to sort of make it sound like The Warriors is like that, because The Warriors obviously was you know, of its time, and is a classic film in a lot of ways. But this is just kind of a very, very sort of cheap imitation. But like I said, there are some redeeming features. The martial arts isn't too bad. There are some sort of decent sort of cinematography here, and there's quite a lot in regards to its ambition. Like I said, you've got zombies, you know, quite a lots of like flashy moves and things like that, and all the kind of the ninja clans have a kind of a specific look, like a clone of this female clan with all the sort of same sort of cloned woman in it, if that makes sense, and these guys have kind of like vampire teeth, things like that. So there's kind of a variety to look at, but it's such a cheesy B movie. It's really such a kind of one of these ones that are, you'll just laugh at. It's not one to be taken seriously at all, but there's so many things wrong with it. I could harp on all night about what's wrong with this movie, but it is just cheesy fun. If you enjoy really lowbrow films. So that's just Ninja Apocalypse. I'm going to have to give this movie a 3.5 out of 10. By no means a good movie, but it has its value if you kind of like some schlocky, no-brain fun. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.
Ooh, somebody stop me!